Get ready with me for the day while we just talk. I've been wanting to make a video like this for a while now, and the last couple months have been crazy kind of, so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna make a video like this and talk to you guys about some things that I've learned over the past couple months, things that I've experienced, and I know that they are very valuable and that you guys can get something out of this too. So before we get into that, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you can be up to date whenever I post a video. Let's get right into it. So 2 months ago, when it was April, my life kind of just got a little bit chaotic for some reason, and I had to make a lot of choices and really get to myself again. And every once in a while everybody gets in this down slump kind of era, and it's really annoying. But so that was me in April, and I was like, oh my god, what is going on? Usually I'm always in a high vibe, always on the go, I always want to do things, make things happen, and I still wanted that, but I just mentally and physically I just couldn't really do it. The reason that I wanted to make this video is I want to show you guys that it is literally normal to feel down, okay? It's normal if you get in a place in your life where you're oh my god, I do not know what to do, because I also have them. Regarding the videos that I make and I post here online, doesn't mean that I'm perfect. I want to really emphasize on that, because I am not perfect. I am still learning. I'm still 20, so I have a long way to go. So I'm still learning, and that's why I wanted to share some things with you guys, because I was really down and I was okay, I need to get out of this, because that's something that I've learned. Whenever I feel down, I know exactly what to do to get myself out of it. I realized that I've been filming for a couple minutes right now, and I still haven't done any of my makeup. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow liquid filter. It's a dupe for the Flawless filter. I also have that one, but it's literally done, it's finished, so I'm using this one and I really love it. So the thing that I was struggling with is I needed to make some choices. So I was oh my goodness, why do I feel like this? Why do I feel like everything is falling apart? Why do I feel like I'm making the wrong choices? Why do I feel like everything I do is wrong? I got to a point where it was that bad. And then I started to thinking oh my goodness, what is wrong with me? Why is this happening right now? And then I realized that there's a version of me who I was a couple years ago. This old version of me was trying to pull me back into making choices and doing things from that lack mentality and that scarcity mentality. And I was oh my god, if I want to make my life my desired life, I want to live my dream life, I should not be listening to that voice that is telling me to make decisions based on who I used to be. I am becoming a new person. I am becoming a new, I'm entering a new era. Every once in a while when you feel down, you know that after that, new doors will open for you, and that was exactly that for me. If you feel you are in a phase of your life where you feel oh my god, I don't know what to do, I feel terrible, I feel so down, you're lost, whatever, I want you to know that when you go through this phase, there are going to be new doors that will open for you. You know what I did? I literally had to make a list of things that I was doing at the time, and I had to look at everything that I was doing with my business or YouTube and other stuff that I do. I literally needed to look at it. I wrote it down. I needed to look at it. I was oh my god, okay, I need to seriously set some boundaries. I need to stop doing things that I shouldn't be doing, because why would I do something that doesn't work, right? So when you want to enter this new era of your life, you need to cut off things that aren't working. And even if you think that they are working, that they are good for you, but it's not helping you or giving you results in any way, then I want you to consider about the fact okay, is this good for me? Does this really help me? Or do I need to cut it off? And that is exactly what I did. And when I tell you oh my god, when I started to cut things off in also my business, and I started to look at it from a different perspective, I was I felt so much more relieved. Even though I kind of stopped doing certain things, I just felt so much better overall. And I truly believe that if someone who is already successful tells you this is the way to be successful, A couple years ago, I believed it and I made it my belief that that is the way to become a successful person, right? And now when I'm saying it out loud, I'm like, oh my god, it sounds really stupid. I am my own person. I have my own life. I have my own journey. So why am I trying to follow someone else's footsteps? I just have to follow my own path. And I realized that, I was like, no, I've been doing things for years now and it doesn't work. It doesn't give me the results that I want because I thought that that was the way. I was following someone else's path, but it wasn't mine. And I have to say, it felt so weird to let go of that thing, but at the same time, it felt so good. Because I was like, oh my god, this feels like such a relief. And if you need to make choices and cut things off, do it. This is your sign, okay? Don't torture yourself with things that aren't giving you anything, that aren't adding up to what you want to have. So ignore this brush. I know it looks disgusting and it's literally broken, but it's a really good brush. Anyways, that was one thing that I did in those 2 months. And there's this other thing that I realized, and I've talked about it like a little bit in my other videos, I think maybe, or 1 or 2, because that was in the same era. I think this is also very relatable. Like if you are a person who is like always like hustling, always doing, always like being in your masculine energy and always just on the go, like always doing, this is also a sign for you to slow down. Literally that, slow down. You're not in a rush. You're not in a hurry. Slow down. And the reason why I'm saying this, because I have been like this all my life. All my life, I saw my parents always working, you know, always like doing too much, always like overworking, and they were always tired. And I was like, oh my goodness, that's terrible, right? But I unconsciously, I also did that. But with my business and everything else that I do, I always felt like I have to be doing something, and that happened like unconsciously, like I was not aware of it. And in these 2 months, I became aware of it. When I tell you that I cannot sit for maybe like an hour straight without doing nothing, I cannot do that. Like also like without watching TV or watching a show or scrolling on your phone, I cannot just relax and do nothing. I always feel like I need to be like busy with my business or with something else. And I always need to do something that is gonna help me in the future. Like that is what my mind is like. I realized that, okay, if I need to make that next level step to my desired life, I need to learn how to slow down and how to relax, okay? How to do nothing. Okay, I'm gonna do this because it's for me, like it doesn't work that I completely do nothing. I have to do something and then I can just relax. I realized that, okay, if I still want to feel good and I want to feel fulfilled throughout the day, I still need to be productive. So I told myself, okay, what are the things that I need to do in a day, in a week, that needs to get done? And I made a list of all those things and I start with that. And then I can just, you know, relax. If when I'm done with that, I can just sit peacefully without stressing about the fact that I am not doing anything. And this obviously means that my nervous system is like always like busy with trying to do things and it's just not used to slowing down. So whenever I just sit and do nothing that has nothing to do with my business or anything else, my brain just starts to crash out a little bit. But I'm gonna practice that, because if you want to attract your desired life, you need to also learn how to slow down and to be able to sit and receive, right? You take action, you take actionable steps, but then you also have to let it go. So that is something that I really like needed to realize. And if you feel the same, like, oh my god, I'm always doing something, I'm always like in my masculine energy, this is your sign to also just slow down. In life, you're gonna hit like many rock bottom points. So I guess that for me, these last 2 months, they were like rock bottom again, because you need to hit your low point in order for new doors and new opportunities to open, right? And that's also exactly what happened. I also am gonna do things next year that are gonna be so different from what I usually do, and I never expected like for me myself that I was gonna do all of those things. I'm so confused still that I made these choices, but sometimes you really need to get out of your comfort zone. For example, when I started with my business and with posting on social media, I was like really scared to do it. Like that was out of my comfort zone. And now everything I'm doing right now is my comfort zone. So every time you like get in a point or in a state where you're in your comfort zone, you need to find a way to get out of it, because that what used to be uncomfortable will become comfortable eventually. But that can also be like very dangerous. Your comfort zone is always going to keep you small, so you don't want that. I was talking to my mom the other day, and we were talking about like how proud we should be of ourselves, that we are still like going, that we didn't give up yet. And that's the thing, a lot of people who don't like have a very strong mindset would have already quit. Okay, so every time somebody hits their rock bottom, they're either gonna choose to quit or go through it. And let me tell you that a lot of people, they do not go through it, they just quit. Go through something like this, be proud of yourself and fight and go through it. Like, you can do it. I'm literally the last person on this planet who will probably give up. Like, that's not in the books for me. So I will never quit, even if I hit my rock bottom. Like, I will always see those things, like those low points in my life, as learning lessons. I will never give up. That's just one thing that you should know about me. And I already have the knowledge, you already have the experience. Like, you don't have to start over again. You can just pick up where you left, okay? And that is also one thing, you guys, you need to surround yourself with people who make you feel good. Like, there are some people that I stay in contact with, and every time I talk to them, I'm like, oh my god, I'm so happy that I can talk to this person every once in a while and just give me motivation and give me like a new perspective on and look on life. But yet again, I say this in every one of my videos, I think, but if your mindset is strong, if you train your mind to become even stronger every day, you will never fail. Like, truly, like, even if you think that you are a worthless piece of shit, you're not, okay? If you still have that belief in yourself, like, I'm gonna be better, I'm gonna get out of this, if you have that mindset, you will get out of it, and you will get out even stronger. That's like a simple fact. Overall, I just realized that I just need to trust myself even more than I already did, and that I should not like listen to people who have already like made their success and think that that is the way, even though it's something that I wasn't even aware about. But I need to follow my own path. Like, seriously, you also just need to do that. Nobody can tell you what to do. You have to learn all of those things for yourself. You have to make mistakes to learn. You have to go through bad things also to learn. Like, everything in life is seriously a life lesson. Like, you cannot do it perfectly. Like, seriously, if you expect to be perfect, then no, that's just not how it works, because nobody in this whole world is perfect. For a while, I felt like I was doing everything wrong. I was making mistakes and I was so mad at myself. And then I was like, what the hell? What am I even mad at? Because I am still learning too. Like, no, why should I be mad? And also, I just don't want to rush things. I am not in a hurry anymore. Like, everything will come whenever it needs to come. Whenever the universe is like, yes, now is the right time. And I am allowing myself to like take it like slow and just do things that are actionable, but also like for me to be able to like relax, sit and just think about nothing. But that's the thing, I want to be relatable, I want to be real, and I'm just also still in a process of learning and growing. So no, I'm not perfect, and I'm just sharing that with you guys. Okay. The more aware you become about yourself, about life, the more sense everything is gonna make. So yeah, don't be confused, don't be like frustrated if you feel down, if you're like, what the hell am I supposed to do right now with my life? Don't worry, everything will make sense in the end, okay? Trust the process. Like, that's all I can say. Even though like I felt like shit for a little while, but I got out of it, okay? And even stronger. So you can do that too. Anyways, this is the final makeup. It's really simple and I guess natural, and yeah, turned out really good, really glowy too. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and got something out of it, and let me know in the comments if this was helpful and if you maybe like went through something similar like this. Anyways, this was the end of the video. Make sure you give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you can be up to date whenever I post a video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!